back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you the Celestial Garden palette from Bella Beaute Bar and mjones5018. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is a collaboration between Bella Beaute Bar and mjones5018. That's her handle on Instagram. Her name is Monica, I believe. She's incredibly talented, so I definitely recommend following her if you're not already. This is the sleeve. It looks exactly like the palette. So here's the palette right here. And let me just show you this beauty. It does have a nice big mirror, but I'm going to hold that down so I don't blind you guys. Alright, so this is what the palette looks like. So we have a row of mattes up here. Then we have a row of shimmers. And I don't know if all of them are duochromes, but definitely a few of them are. And then this right here, down here, are water activated liners. And this shade right here is actually like an iridescent, like duochrome shade. So, let me see if y'all can still see that if I hold it like this. Here, let me fold the mirror back if I can. Yes, I can. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, you can still see it. So I know definitely this is a duochrome, and this one is, and this one is. I just can't tell if this yellow shimmer is, or if this green, light green shimmer is. So, but definitely this one, and this one are duochromes for sure. So I have been definitely wanting to play with this palette for a while. I just haven't had a chance. I did go and check their website. It is currently sold out, but I don't think it's discontinued. I haven't seen anything on their Instagram about them discontinuing it or anything like that. So I'm hoping they'll be restocking it. So I'm sorry if they don't, but I'm pretty sure they will be, because like I said, they haven't posted. I didn't see anything on their Instagram about them discontinuing it or anything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I have already primed my eyes. I used the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in the shade Fair. So what I think I'm going to do, of course I want to play with the purples because I always want to play with the purples, but I'm not going to today. I am going to play with the greens right here, and I want to play with this yellow right here. So we're going to start with the yellow. We're going to put that in the crease. And for that, I'm just going to grab a Sigma Diffused Crease E38 brush right here. Oh, and I used like a new waver on my hair today. I'm still kind of getting used to it, so it looks a little bit frizzy. I've got to kind of play with it and figure out like the best products to use with it, and you know, how to use it best and all that. So my hair looks a little off today, that's why. I'm still deciding. Oh, I've got some creasing here. Let me get rid of that creasing. I'm still deciding, you know, whether or not I like it. Obviously, I need to play with this waver a few more times to get the hang of it. I know that it's a little tricky right at first, but I think if I continue to play with it, I'll like it. So anywho, if you're wondering why my hair looks different, that's why. I tried something new today. This is kind of like a greenish yellow. It's a cool color. Alright, I realized I forgot to zoom you guys in, so now we're all zoomed in, and here's the yellow all blended out. So I think it looks pretty. It's kind of, like I said, like a greenish yellow, so it's very cool. I think next what I'm gonna do is go in with this shade called, oh, that, by the way, that shade, that yellow shade's called Chocolate Daisy. But I'm gonna go in with this shade Tuberose. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know if it's a mint green or if it's a kind of a sea foam green. I don't know. It's kind of a greenish shade. So we're gonna go in with that. I'm just gonna use the same brush, and we're gonna add that into the crease a little bit lower than that yellow. Yeah, it's kind of like a sea foam green, I think. All right, I've got that all blended in. It kind of reminds me of like a tropical fish. Super pretty. All right, cool. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and deepen up that outer corner. I'm gonna use this really deep green right here called Gardenia. I'm gonna use a smaller brush for that. A Sigma E27 detail blending brush. It's clean, it's just stained. So goes the life of a YouTuber that uses colorful makeup. Alright, I'm going to try not to go out too far. The last look I did, I went crazy on the outer corner. It was a blue and purple look. I had like a lot of blue everywhere. So I don't want to do that again. Alright, finally got that green all blended out. Got the shape the way I wanted it. I took my time because it's such a deep color. I wanted to make sure it didn't like go everywhere. So I think it looks pretty good, but what I'm going to do is just take that brush that I used with the yellow and that light green, and I'm just going to kind of blend around the edges, just ever so slightly, not adding anything to the brush, just making sure I've got a nice blend out here. And then I'm going to add just a touch of that green, that light green, I should say, just right up here because I lost a little bit of it. Just a little bit, just to kind of blend that deep green into the crease. There we go. That's better. Okay, good deal. So I think what we'll do now is go in with this deep green shade right here. I'm going to put that on the outer portion, and then I'm going to go in with the lighter green right here and put that on the inner portion. So we'll start with the dark green, which is called Moonflower. Let me just grab a shader brush. Okay, this is hard to read because it's gold, but it's E57. Okay, I am going to put a glitter glue on. Because I think the last palette, I want to say the Strange and Unusual palette, I had a lot of fallout, like glitter fallout, because the shades are so shimmery. So I wanted to use the glitter glue, I think, next time I use their formula, if I'm remembering correctly. All right. Now I'm going to dip into Moonflower, and like I said, put that on the outer portion. This is definitely a duochrome. Oh, it's almost more teal. I can't tell if it's more teal than green. I don't know, it's really pretty though. Okay, so there's that green or teal, I can't really tell, but it's definitely a duochrome. I see some purple in there. And now we're going to dip into that light green Rain Lily and put that on the front portion, the inner portion of the lid. Oh my, that's really pretty. Wow. Very bright. All right, so I have that light green down on the lid. So here's what the eye look is looking like right now. Lots of shifts and super, super wet looking and sparkly. Very, very, very pretty shimmers. Whew, very pretty. Okay, I need to do the lower lash line. I always forget to do the lower lash line while I'm doing my lids, but let's see. Well, I think I'll just go in with this green right here. I like this. I think I'll go on my lower lash line with that. I'll just grab a pencil brush. This is a Sigma pencil brush. Okay, so there we go. So I've got that seafoam green shade called Tuberose on the, what's that called? Under eye. Okay, words are escaping me. Obviously it's getting late. Okay, so now I'm going to do an inner corner. We're going to use this beautiful yellow shimmer right here, which is also a, oh, focus, there we go, which is also a duochrome. So, let me just grab a brush for that. And I will spray that to help avoid fallout. And I'm just using a smudge brush. It's a, what are you? E21 from Sigma? Oh gosh, I got too much. No, get back in the pan. I'll use you in a minute. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, there you go. Wow. Okay, focus. There we go. That is really, really pretty. I really like that. Okay, now for the scary part for me. Yay! Liner. I'm terrible at liner. So hopefully this doesn't look terrible. I don't know that I'm gonna do a wing. I'm really nervous to do a wing. I'm gonna start by just lining the upper lash line and then see where we go. Because I'm really afraid to do a wing. Ew, I've got glitter glue on me. On my hands. Okay, let me find a liner brush. That'll work. This is a Morphe, actually. A little bit longer. Yeah. Oh, crap. Where'd you go? Okay. This is from Midas Cosmetics. I'm just going to dip the brush into the water. Oh, I didn't tell you what shade I'm going in with. They're split pans, so this one is Zenith and this one is Galaxy. Since I've got such a light color on my lid, I'm going to go in with Galaxy, the darker shade, the kind of, I guess that's a teal maybe. Okay, wish me luck. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. My goodness. Wow. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'm really afraid to do a wing. I don't want to mess up this look. But then you're not going to be able to see it if I put lashes on. What do I want to do? Decisions. Alright, we're going to try it. We're going to try to do a winged liner, you guys. I may regret this, but here goes nothing. Actually, yeah, here goes nothing. Not my eyelash. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not gonna move my eye for a minute, let this dry. Yeah, it feels dry. Okay. Well, that one looks okay. It's not perfect, but it looks okay. All right, let's do the other eye. Okay, they're not completely even, but I think I managed to do a halfway decent job. I've got, you know, hooded eyes, aging eyes, so I'm not very good at eyeliner, never really have been. So that's the best I can do. So hopefully it's acceptable for you guys. All right, next I'm gonna do yellow in my waterline. And I'm gonna use this Lethal Cosmetics eyeliner. All right, so I've got that yellow in my waterline. Unfortunately, I do think I have to retire that eyeliner. It is a little too dry. It's a little streaky on my waterline, so it doesn't look quite as good as it does from a distance, but up close it's not quite as pretty. Hopefully it'll kind of settle now that it's on my waterline. Hopefully it won't look quite as streaky here in a minute. But anyways, I think we are done with the eye look except for lashes. So I'm going to pop off camera and do my lashes real quick, and I'll be right back with y'all. All right, I am back, and I decided not to do false lashes. I decided to do just mascara so that it wouldn't cover up the liner. Just because it's such a pretty liner, I didn't want to take away from it. And on top of that, my eyes are kind of watering right now. So I figured adding lash glue to the mix was probably not a good idea since my eyes are already watering. And if they water too much, I'm afraid this liner, this water activated liner is going to run, because obviously it's not waterproof since it's a water activated liner. So I don't want to mess with my eyes anymore. I don't want to put any lash glue on there. I don't want to risk it. So I just went with mascara. So here is the finished eye look. So I will close my eyes and let you guys look at it. Hopefully the camera picks up the shifts. Hopefully the wing still looks good on this eye that's watering. Okay, good, it does. Oh, and the highlighter, if it's a little crazy looking, it's the Kaleidos Space Prophecy highlighter. It's like a multi-chrome. I figured since we were doing a fun palette today that I'd play with a fun highlighter too. So that's what I've got on my cheeks. In case you're wondering, I don't know if it's coming across real. Yeah, you can definitely see that, I think, on camera. So anyways, that's what I'm wearing. But everything else, everything on my face is always listed down in the description box down below. So, what do I think of this palette? It's a cool palette, guys. It is a really cool palette, and I really, really, really hope they're going to restock it because it's really cool. Just the concept of having these water-activated liners in here is just so much fun to me. I saw Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. She just, for her eye look, one of her eye looks. She took a dotting tool, like a nail dotting tool. And actually I think she wound up in the end just going in with like a little liner brush. But regardless, you could use a dotting tool or like a little liner brush like this. And she just did multiple just dots all over her eyes using all the colors. I don't think she used the black and white, but she used all of these. And it was so much fun. She had like rainbow dots all over her eyes and it just looked so cool. I don't even know, she might have put on liner and then of course lashes, and that was the eye look and it looked so cool. So I'm like, man, there's so much you can do. Of course, you know, so many people nowadays on Instagram especially are doing, you know, graphic liner up here and all that. I'm not real good at that, and having hooded eyes, it's really hard to do a liner here because I have to kind of do it up above my hood and then sometimes that looks a little weird if I don't get it just right. So I don't normally do like the line up here. One of these days I might play with that. Maybe for the holidays, since, you know, it's holiday season. Maybe I'll do that at some point. But I wasn't brave enough to try that tonight. I got brave and I did the wing. So this is the second time I've done a wing for you guys on camera. And I think it turned out pretty good. I have to say the eyeliner, and guys, where the eyeliner is sitting is on all kinds of wrinkles and crinkles and folds in my eyelid, on my eyelids right here in the corner right here. And it's not cracking. It looks great. It really does. So I'm very impressed with these, or at least with that shade, but I imagine the formula is the same across the board. I've never really been ever disappointed with anything from Bella Beaute Bar. They put out really good products, so I imagine that all of the liners are just as good as that one. But of course, without trying them, I can't tell you that 100%. However, I can tell you about the shades that I used today. I used, 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. Yep, so I used this deep green, was incredible, super pigmented, blended really well, went nicely on top of the other shades. You know, sometimes there's palettes where you really have to start with a darker shade and then blend the lighter shades into the darker shade, because like when you go to put the darker shade on top of the lighter shades, it doesn't always stick and you have patchiness and whatnot. This is not the case. This can go on top of the lighter shades, no problem. So you can start light to dark, dark to light, it doesn't matter. The shade was really beautiful too. Took a little bit of building up, but I think that's just the nature of the color. It's a little bit more of a pastel. Same thing with the yellow. Really cool yellow. It's more of a greenish yellow. I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. And then this shade here is really cool. Hopefully in the swatches you're able to see the shifts. But this is like a teal to purple shade, which you see in a lot of palettes, but I still think it's really pretty in this palette. I almost feel like there's a little bit of green in there too. And I think there might be a little bit of a shift in this shade right here, Tiger Lily. I can't tell on the lid, but it kind of seemed like it when I picked it up on the brush, so I'm not sure. And then this definitely, the shade Evening Primrose right here, this shimmery yellow is definitely a duochrome. It's beautiful. It's like a kind of a greenish yellow duochrome, I think. Super cool. So obviously there's several shades in here that I haven't played with yet, and I definitely will try to play with them and get back to you guys on it, but I don't know that I'll have time. I know I won't have time to do another look because I have posted 2 hauls within like the last 2 weeks, so I am inundated with palettes right now. So if you haven't checked out those hauls, go check them out. Let me know what palettes you guys want to see next. I'm trying to kind of do the palettes that are most requested first. So yeah, I think I just posted the haul yesterday or today. No, I just posted it today. So it was yesterday because it's now 1:30 in the morning. So technically it was yesterday. It was last night. But anyways, I'm rambling because it's 1:30 in the morning. Please excuse me. Anyways, so far, so good. I loved everything that I used. There was no patchiness. Obviously the lighter shades took a little bit of building, but that's not a problem. I mean, that is understandable. I expect that with lighter shades, and they built up to be the same color as they are in the pan. So I'm happy there. The liner, I'm impressed. It went on very easily. I just, you know, have a little bitty cup of water over here and just would dip the brush in there, get it a little wet, and then just, you know, dip it in the pan. You don't want to spray the pans because then all your colors are gonna mix together. So I just got my liner brush wet, dipped it in there until I got the right consistency. You know, you can continue to dip back into the water and then dip in there and back and forth if you need to, but I think I only took 2 dips into the water and I was good. And it was very pigmented, went on very easily. You guys saw me put it on. I was able to do a wing, no problem. So yeah, I like it. And I'm excited about having these in my collection. I do have cake liners and I never use them, so maybe this will encourage me. I have them from Suva Beauty. Maybe this will encourage me to pull those out and start using those and start playing with those some more. I really like this palette. It's really cool. Obviously, I still need to play with the other shades and get back to you guys on it to make sure all of them work, but I'm sure they will. But I will definitely get back to you guys on that. But yeah, I think that covers everything. I think it's a really cool concept in general. I think that Bella Beaute Bar and mjones5018 did, or Monica is her name, but I think they did an incredible job with this palette. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a really cool palette, guys, and I really am happy with how this eye look turned out. Actually really shocked with how good it turned out with the liner. So I'm happy. I'm so glad I have this palette in my collection, and I will continue to use it and report back to you guys. Alright, so I think that covers everything. So if you liked that video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. That really does help me out. I am just a small channel out here trying to get noticed, so it is greatly appreciated. Hitting the like button, commenting, subscribing, all of that helps me out tremendously and is greatly appreciated. Also, I do have a giveaway going on right now. When I reach 500 subscribers, I will be drawing that giveaway. I am about 100 subscribers away right now, so we're almost there, guys. It would be incredible to be able to do that, to draw that by the end of the new year, or by the end of this year, before the new year, is what I'm trying to say. So, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get there. If not, you know, the giveaway will still be there, but you do have to be subscribed to win that giveaway, so do make sure to enter that giveaway. I will make sure to link it in the cards here, and it's always posted down in the description box down below. But like I said, you do have to be subscribed to win. Yeah, I think that covers everything. I'm sorry for being all over the place tonight. Words are just leaving my brain. They're not coming out of my mouth properly. I'm so scatterbrained and I'm tired apparently. So please forgive me for being all over the place. I do hope you liked this video, and thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye!